Hi everyone, in this video we'll have a look at the ASUS Zenfone Max Plus, the RM899 smartphone that has an 18:9 aspect ratio screen and a huge 4130 mAh battery. More details right after this. So this is the Zenfone Max Plus. I have a tendency to say Zenfone 4 because I'm so used to the Zenfone numbers, and the Zenfone 4 was quite recent, but this one is the Zenfone Max Plus, which is a new line. There is a Zenfone 4 Max, but now this is a new one called the Zenfone Max Plus. Alright, so let's begin. First things first, let's talk about the colors. It comes in deep sea black, azure silver, and sunlight gold. 3 colors, and the body is of a premium metal build. Colors aside, I'll go through as quickly based on the specs here, and I'll give you my feedback. Okay, let's start from capacity. 32 gig storage works great for me, enough for me to take videos and pictures. It supports micro SD card up to 256 gigs, and then for the display, it's a 5.7 inch screen on a 5.2 inch body. The display is running at 1440 by 720, which means it is slightly wider than 720p, and if you need some idea of it, meaning it's much smaller than Full HD. That's why when you run games and such, it looks like it's very fast. You thought that it has a powerful GPU, but actually it's because it's running at a lower screen. Now, the front is a 2.5D curved glass, it has blue light filter, it's touch capacitive screen, and it has 4 gigs of RAM. Overall, I find the phone is reasonably responsive, not the most zippy of phones, but sufficient for me. Camera, 16 megapixels for both front and back, and then there's one more, the second rear camera, which is the ultra wide camera at 8 megapixels. Now, I've used the camera. I love the images. You can see the images here. I'm going to show you right now. It looks great, and the ASUS also has the option to turn HDR on and off. I prefer to have HDR on, though sometimes you would like to off it when it's under low light conditions and such. It may be better for the shutter speed and all that. The 130-degree ultra-wide camera is not that satisfying. You'll see the inconsistent white balance between the normal camera and the ultra-wide camera. Next, video recording, I find it fine, but I did try some live session using this Zenfone Max Plus, and what irritated me was that the software keeps changing focus. It annoys me, it annoys my viewers. So I don't think it's a Facebook app issue, because I've tried it on other phones. I've done live sessions with Honor phones and Xiaomi's phones, and I never had this issue, even in the dark. So this is the first case among my live session that I have a phone that's hunting around when it comes to focus. I sure hope that this can be rectified, because I really love this phone. And well, I just hope to be able to use it for my future live sessions. Now, next, when we talk about wireless and calls and all that, the phone works great. I have no problem with it. Talk about the battery life being 4130 mAh. Love it. Just like the previous Zenfone Max models that I've tested. Even like, for example, if you run Wi-Fi tethering as a Wi-Fi tethering device, it can last you for more than a day. But of course, that depends on your usage. And moving forward, now let's talk about the performance. CPU is running a MediaTek octa-core processor. Overall, the processing speed is fine for me. It may not be the most zippy of phones if you compare it to the high-end models, but it's sufficiently fast. That's it for the processing power part. Here are some benchmarks if you like numbers. Check it out. Let's talk about the graphics part. 18:9 aspect ratio, and the GPU here is the ARM Mali T860, and I was surprised that it runs very fast. It was later that I found out that the resolution is 1440 by 720, which is a little wider than the 720p resolution, and it's much smaller compared to Full HD. And when it comes to games, some games, like for example, Girls From Line here, they have content to fill up the white areas, so it works just fine. Asphalt works fine too. The game's Arena of Valor, on the other hand, you'll see a black bar at the side. But overall, the gaming experience is satisfactory. When it comes to the audio department, sorry to say that this phone is not that satisfactory. In fact, it's slightly below average in my opinion, but I'm cool with it considering the price and the feature that it offers. As for the interface, the Android buttons are on screen, meaning that you have to pull down the screen just to access the buttons. One of the features of the Zenfone Max Plus is the face unlock. So I'm going to turn it over to myself, and it's done. Moving forward, let's talk about the screen. I love the screen. If you guys remember, I actually bashed the screen of the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro that I received from ASUS. Well, I'm the type that's very honest and giving my feedback. If it sucks, it sucks. And the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro, in my opinion, was horrible. Let's not go into that. For this one, I am pleasantly surprised. It satisfied me. I'm very picky when it comes to the screen and the camera, and the Zenfone Max Plus is really satisfying to me when it comes to this aspect. So overall, what do I think of this $899 camera? I think it is excellent, and I'm giving it a gold badge. Thank you ASUS for such a lovely device, and I hope you guys fix the minor problems here and there. Overall, really, thumbs up. In fact, 2 thumbs up. This phone costs about, retails at probably about half of the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro, but it's a much better phone in my opinion. So alright, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in my upcoming videos. Do subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and bye bye.